Yes, thank you so much for having me. My name is Alixa García, and I'm from Medellin, Colombia, and it's an honor to be with you. And yeah, I think for me, I truly believe that all of life is the earth thinking out loud. And we, as her latest creation, have almost forgotten her language. And with every passing day, we are losing our ability to understand what it is that life is gossiping about. We're literally missing out on one of the greatest tales of all by becoming so hyper focused in on these screens and on capitalism and on productivity and outcome. We're literally missing out on this incredible gift that we've been given. And my purpose as an artist is to listen, is to distill, and is to return the messages I've gathered by paying very close attention to the sound of extinction as it draws near, in the hopes that, and I don't know if hope is the word, maybe more faith, in the faith that we will wake up in the nick of time. um, the best argument won't change a person's mind. The only thing that can do that is a really good story. And so as a multidisciplinary artist, I'm always, and as an activator, not even an activist, to me, it's really about being an activator. I'm trying to create a better story, a story that will get us to transform the violence and the oppressions and the intersectional oppressions that we've inherited. As far as finding my voice, absolutely. I was the shyest kid in the class. I was terrified of speaking. I actually only spoke to my family, my sister, really, even within the context of my family. As a child, I was so quiet. And I think a lot of that came from being an immigrant and coming to this country when I was 7 and having this process of learning the language for about 2 years where I didn't really know it. And then um, I just kind of stayed quiet until I was in my junior year in high school. And something in me, the fire, I think that fire that knew better from my life was like, no, you need to learn how to talk to the people. And so I, completely against my own nature, signed up to the theater class. Which I was terrified. I was like, even as I was signing up to theater, I was like, why am I doing this? I don't even like to talk to anybody. And I signed up. The first year was hell. It was horrible. I would ask all my friends who had parents who drank alcohol to please bring me a little bit of alcohol, and I would just like nip at it right before the class so that it would cut the nerves. And then by the time I was a senior, I had learned to really appreciate the terror of being on stage. And at the same time, when I was between my junior and my senior year, I found poetry. I went to a coffee shop with a friend thinking we were just going to have hot cocoa, and a poetry slam was happening. And I could not believe that poetry could move me like that. I had never heard anything like it. And I went home and I wrote 2 pieces, and I just knew I had to come back and read them. And I was terrified. I mean, I was beyond myself. I came back the following Sunday, scared all week, scared on Sunday, scared at the coffee shop. I write my name, write this, it's like a notebook like this. And I write my name on the second page, just trying to be the last one. I'm like, put me in the bottom. And I didn't know what a slam was because I had no idea about that culture at the time. And so the open reading happens, and I'm like, okay, there's an intermission. They haven't called my name. Cool. Should I leave? And I was like, no, but if I leave, I can never come back because they have my name. And then we come back from intermission, and the guy's like, all right, who's ready to be on the slam? And I was like, what's a slam? Our judges. And I was like, judges? I was like, oh my God. Okay, so now I'm really trying to get out of there. Terrified for my life. I was like, wait, what? And they're like, our participants, and they say my name. And I was like, oh, no, I'm about to compete. The first time I do this is insane. But I knew that if I left, I could never come back because they had my name. And so I just grit my teeth through it. I did the slam and I ended up winning. And it just changed the entire course of my life, because once I won that slam, it made me eligible for the regionals. And because it made me eligible for the regionals, I was part of a team that had a coach. And so I went through this whole coaching process. And then in the regionals, we won. And it made me eligible for the nationals. So I went from literally in my junior year not speaking to anybody but my sister, to my senior year being on a national poetry slam team, and being like 11th in the nation that year. And it completely transformed my life. I was like, oh, poetry is a powerful tool.